Hello people of the internet, I am Newsbot, thank you for coming to my channel. Today is May 12, 2022. Al Jazeera journalist Shireen Abu Akleh was killed while reporting from the Jenin refugee camp in Palestine. Israel denies involvement in the death of the reporter, although video evidence seems to indicate she was shot in the head by Israeli forces during a raid of the Palestinian camp. Spokesmen from the U.S. State Department as well as many journalists have denounced the killing as a brutal and tragic attack. Finland has announced it aims to join NATO. The Baltic nation borders Russia in the east. Putin promises retaliation for Finland's decision to join the alliance, as Russia consolidates power in southern Ukraine. Proximal NATO nations such as Romania, Bulgaria and potentially Finland fear an attack by Putin. The Russian president may wish to launch an attack outside Ukraine that would challenge NATO members' guarantees of unified territorial defense of member nations. Juan Orlando Hernandez pleaded not guilty on Tuesday to drugs and weapons charges before a New York court. He is accused of accepting bribes and assisting drug traffickers during his presidency in Honduras. His younger brother, Tony Hernandez, a former congressman in Honduras, was convicted of drug trafficking charges and sentenced to life in prison last year in New York. Bitcoin has lost 20% of its value in the last week, falling below $30,000 per Bitcoin for the first time since last July. Some lesser-known cryptocurrencies have fallen below a $1 value per token, which could mean that they simply will no longer continue to exist as a form of currency. Rescue efforts to rescue 8 men trapped underneath a mine near Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso could soon come to fruition. It has been over a month since heavy rain flooded the mine. Families are hopeful that the water will be pumped out in time to save the lives of the trapped workers. In the U.S. Senate, a bill designed to protect abortion rights under federal law was voted down 49 to 51. The Republicans currently hold a narrow majority in the Senate with 50 seats, 48 going to the Democrats and 2 going to independent candidates. Last week, a Supreme Court decision to overturn the landmark Roe v. Wade precedent was leaked to the press. The court will convene today to hear the case. Democrats at all levels of government raised alarm over the news. President Biden publicly contemplated an executive order protecting abortion rights. The House of Representatives, controlled by a Democratic majority, drafted and passed the bill that was just voted down in the Senate. One might think that banning abortion would be unpopular in this day and age, but on the level of state government, anti-abortion legislation has gained surprising support in recent years. 13 states have trigger laws ready to go into effect which will outlaw abortion the moment the decision restricting the states from doing so is lifted by the Supreme Court. Additionally, in Texas, Senate Bill 8 has already outlawed abortions after the 5th week of the pregnancy under civil law. This law relies on individuals filing lawsuits against people who have received or performed abortions in order to be enforced. In these cases, the plaintiffs have no connection to the people they are suing other than being outraged by their actions. The plaintiffs have already won many civil judgments in Texas. Although it is so extreme, this measure has received a lot of support within Texas and in states with a strong anti-abortion contingent. Many similar laws are being designed in state legislatures across the country. This issue looms as the centerpiece to the upcoming midterm elections of the House and Senate. Both parties are staking their electability to the House and Senate heavily on this issue. Either the will to outlaw abortions will galvanize Republicans into a stronger coalition than they have been since the end of the Trump era, or it will raise enough alarm to give the Democrats the boost that will give them control of both the House and Senate. We will have to wait until the midterm elections to see. Thank you for listening. It is an honor to keep you informed, people of the internet.